Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Talk. This is the place where we speak slowly, honestly, and from the heart. My name is Rahul, and today's topic already makes me smile a little, because just thinking about it brings back many memories.
Hello, Rahul, and hello to everyone listening. I'm Emma, and yes, this topic feels very special. It's gentle, a little emotional, and maybe even a bit funny. Today, we're talking about first love.
First love. Even the words sound soft, don't they? When I hear them, I remember that strange feeling in the chest, that quiet excitement, that moment when a simple smile from someone suddenly feels very important.
Yes, and suddenly everything feels different. A normal day becomes special, a small message feels big, and your mind starts thinking about one person again and again, even when you don't want to.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, first love doesn't have to be serious or perfect. Sometimes it's just looking at someone and feeling shy. Sometimes it's waiting for them and pretending you're not. Sometimes it's smiling at your phone for no reason.
Yes, that quiet smile that no one understands. First love is often innocent, confusing, exciting, and a little awkward all at the same time. And that's what makes it so memorable.
That's why today's conversation is not about romance in movies. It's about real feelings, small moments, and those sweet, funny memories that stay with us for a long time.
Before we continue, we want to say something small to our listeners. If you enjoy calm, emotional conversations like this, please like this video.
And if you're new here, subscribe to Easy English Talk. We share stories and conversations to help you learn English in a relaxed and enjoyable way.
You can also share this episode with someone who loves nostalgic topics like this. Maybe you'll smile together while listening.
All right, let's take a small breath and gently move into our memories.
Yes, let's talk about what first love really is.
When we say first love, many people immediately imagine something very big and dramatic. But when I really think about it, first love is often very simple. It's not about promises or a perfect romance. It's about feeling something new for the very first time.
Yes, that's such a beautiful way to say it. First love is not about knowing what love is. It's about discovering it slowly. You don't even understand your own feelings at first. You just feel happy, nervous, excited all together.
Exactly. Sometimes first love doesn't even involve words. It can be a look, a smile, or that feeling when your heart beats faster for no clear reason. And you don't know why, but you know it's special.
And what makes first love unique is its innocence. There's no experience, no comparison. Everything feels fresh. Even small moments feel magical. Waiting feels exciting, not boring.
Yes, you might think about that person while walking, studying, or doing nothing at all. And suddenly, ordinary life feels a little brighter. That's the power of first love.
Another important thing is that first love doesn't have to be successful to be real. It doesn't have to last forever. Its value comes from the feeling itself, not the ending.
I really like that. First love is not about the result. It's about the experience. It teaches us how emotions work for the first time.
And sometimes first love is one-sided, or quiet, or never spoken out loud. Well, even then, it leaves a mark on our heart.
Yes, it becomes a memory we carry, not always with sadness, but often with a gentle smile.
And that's why even years later, when we hear the words first love, something soft moves inside us.
And once we understand what first love really is, we naturally remember the first moment we realized we were in love.
Yes, that moment.
You know, Emma, When I think about the first time I realized I was in love, it wasn't a big dramatic moment. There was no music playing in the background. It was actually very quiet and simple. I just noticed that one person stayed in my mind longer than everyone else.
Yes, that's exactly how it happens for many people. There isn't a clear announcement inside your head saying, "This is love." Instead, you slowly realize that your thoughts keep going back to the same person again and again. And that realization feels both exciting and confusing.
I remember thinking, why am I smiling like this? Nothing special had happened. No message, no meeting. But still, my mood felt lighter just because I thought about that person.
Yes, that unexplained happiness. And suddenly, small things start to matter. You notice how they laugh, how they talk, even how they walk. Things you never noticed in anyone before.
Exactly. And there's also that shy feeling. You want to talk to them, but at the same time, you don't. You plan conversations in your head and then forget everything when you actually see them.
Oh, yes, that moment when you finally see them and your mind goes completely blank. That heart beats faster and you suddenly become very aware of yourself.
And later, when you're alone, you replay the moment in your head. You think, why did I say that? Or why didn't I say anything? But even those thoughts feel sweet.
That's the beauty of first love. Even confusion feels romantic. Even awkward moments become memories you smile about later.
I think the realization comes quietly. One day, you just know. You don't need proof. You don't need confirmation. You just feel it.
And once you realize it, everything changes a little.
Yes, life feels warmer and emotions feel deeper.
And then come the funny and awkward moments that only first love can bring.
I think this is the part where first love becomes really funny because along with all the sweet feelings, there are so many awkward moments. Moments that felt very serious at that time, but now make us laugh.
Oh, yes, absolutely. First love is full of those moments where you suddenly forget how to act normal. You see that person and everything you planned in your head just disappears. Even saying hello feels like a big challenge.
Exactly. You practice a conversation in your mind for hours, and when the moment finally comes, you say something completely different, or sometimes nothing at all.
Yes. And then you walk away and think, why did I say that? Or why didn't I say anything? That overthinking part is very real.
I also remember how friends make everything more embarrassing. They notice before you say anything. They tease you, they smile when that person walks by, and suddenly your face feels very hot.
Friends are experts at that. They think it's very funny, and honestly, it is. But in that moment, you just want the ground to open and hide you.
And let's not forget about silly mistakes, like waving back at someone who wasn't waving at you, or smiling and then realizing they were talking to someone behind you.
Oh, yes. Those moments stay in your memory forever. At the time, they feel so embarrassing, but later they become some of the cutest memories.
Even simple things feel dramatic, waiting for a message, checking your phone again and again, and when the message finally comes, you pretend you didn't see it immediately.
Yes, you wait a few minutes on purpose, trying to look calm, but inside you're very excited. First love teaches us a lot about patience and pretending.
The funny thing is, all these awkward moments don't ruin first love. They actually make it more real.
Exactly. They show how innocent and honest those feelings were. No experience, no control, just emotions doing their own thing.
And when we remember these moments now, we don't feel embarrassed anymore. We smile.
Because those awkward moments are proof that we felt something real.
And that's what makes first love so unforgettable.
And now, after the laughter,
we come to something deeper.
After all the funny and awkward moments, I think this is where first love becomes very deep. Because when we look back, we often ask ourselves, why did it feel so strong? Why did such simple moments feel so powerful?
Yes, first love feels strong because everything's new. We're not used to these emotions yet. There's no experience to compare them with. So even a small smile, a short conversation, or a simple message feels very big.
Exactly. Our heart doesn't know how to control these feelings yet. It feels happiness very loudly, and it also feels fear very deeply. That makes first love intense.
And there's also imagination. First love lives a lot inside our mind. We imagine moments that haven't happened yet. We replay conversations again and again. Sometimes the feeling grows even when nothing is happening.
That's so true. Sometimes first love feels stronger in silence than in real moments. A quiet look, a missed chance, a memory that stays with us. Those things add weight to the feeling.
Another reason is innocence. We don't protect our heart yet. We give feelings freely without thinking about the future. Sometimes that openness makes emotions feel pure and powerful.
Yes, later in life we become more careful, but first love doesn't know fear in that way. It just feels.
And that's why first love stays with us for so long. Not because it was perfect, but because it was honest.
Even if it didn't last, even if it was never spoken out loud, the feeling itself becomes a part of who we are.
It teaches us how deeply we can feel, and that lesson never really leaves us.
And as beautiful as first love is, sometimes it doesn't stay forever.
Yes, and that's okay too.
You know, Emma, when we talk about first love, we often imagine it lasting forever. But for many people, it doesn't. And that realization can feel a little strange when we look back. Not painful, just quiet.
Yes, first love often teaches us something important. Not everything is meant to stay forever, and that doesn't mean it failed. Sometimes it simply completed its purpose in our life.
I really like that way of seeing it, because when first love ends, many people feel confused. They ask, was it real? But the answer is yes, it was real, even if it was temporary.
Exactly. First love is often about learning, not staying. Learning how it feels to care deeply, learning how emotions work, learning how vulnerable we can be.
And sometimes first love fades quietly. No big argument, no dramatic goodbye. Just life moving in different directions. And that's okay.
Yes, people grow, dreams change, situations change, and first love gently becomes a memory instead of a presence.
What I find beautiful is that even when it doesn't last, it doesn't disappear. It stays as a soft chapter in our story. Not something that hurts, but something that shaped us.
And over time, when we think about it, we don't feel sadness, we feel gratitude. Gratitude for that first experience of loving someone.
Yes, first love doesn't need to stay to matter.
It already did its job. And because of that, it teaches us something very important.
First love teaches us lessons we don't even realize at the time.
And those lessons stay with us long after the feelings change.
When I think about first love now, I realize it taught me many things, not all at once, but slowly, over time. At that age, we don't understand lessons, we just feel. But later, when we look back, those feelings begin to make sense. First love teaches us how deeply we are able to care.
Yes, it teaches us that our heart can feel things we never felt before. It shows us joy, excitement, nervousness, and vulnerability, sometimes all in one moment. And that emotional discovery is very important for becoming more aware of ourselves.
I think first love also teaches us courage. Not big courage, but quiet courage. The courage to like someone, the courage to wait, the courage to feel, even when we're not sure what will happen.
That's such a beautiful way to put it. First love teaches us how to open our heart without knowing the result. And that's not easy. It's actually very brave.
It also teaches us about communication, even when we don't say much. We learn how silence feels, how small actions matter, how attention and care can be expressed in simple ways.
Yes, and sometimes first love teaches us boundaries too. It helps us understand what we need, what we value, and what we're ready for, even if we don't realize it at the time.
I also think first love teaches us empathy, because once we've felt something deeply, we understand others better. We become more gentle with people's emotions.
That's true. First love doesn't just teach us about romance, it teaches us about being human.
And maybe that's why it stays with us, not as a person, but as a lesson.
A lesson written softly into who we are.
And before we say goodbye, there's one more thing we'd like to say to our listeners.
A small message, straight from the heart.
If you're listening to this right now, we want to speak directly to you for a moment. Maybe this topic made you smile. Maybe it brought back a memory. Or maybe it made you feel a little quiet inside. All of those feelings are okay.
Yes, if you've experienced first love, we hope these words reminded you of something soft and meaningful, not just a person, but a feeling, a time when your heart felt new and open.
And if your first love didn't last, that doesn't make it less important. It still mattered. It still shaped you. It still taught you something about yourself.
And if you never had a first love yet, that's okay too. There's no timeline for these things. Love doesn't arrive when we force it. It comes quietly when we're ready.
Some first loves were happy. Some were confusing. Some were never spoken out loud. But all of them were real in their own way.
What matters most is not how it ended, but what it gave you. A little more understanding, a little more kindness, a little more depth.
And if thinking about first love made you laugh today, that's beautiful.
If it made you feel emotional, that's beautiful too.
Because it means your heart remembers how to feel.
And that's something very special.
Before we close, we'd love to hear from you.
In the comments, tell us one word that describes your first love. Just one word.
And if this conversation touched you, please like this video.
Subscribe to Easy English Talk for more calm, emotional conversations like this one.
You can also share this episode with someone who enjoys nostalgic topics.
Thank you for listening.
We truly appreciate you.